Hey YouTube, in today's video we are going to talk about Skillshare. And I haven't uploaded in a video for quite some time because I've been off YouTube a bit and I've actually been spending more of my time experimenting with the Skillshare platform. And today what we're going to talk about is whether or not Skillshare is worth it for teachers. And just up front, I'll tell you what the answer is to that question, and I say it might be. I don't think it's appropriate for everyone necessarily, but it is a good place for some people. Now, if you can see what I have on my screen here, I make the square box on me small because I hate really looking up close and personal, at my nose hairs and the back of my house. You see my really professional looking studio. It's really covered in, lots of paper airplanes and things. But anyway, I've been doing a lot with Skillshare, and here's what I've learned so far. First, Skillshare is worth it if you are a new teacher. Now, if you have a ton of skills already, if you have built out full-size courses and you are good with landing pages and you already figured out funnels and you have an audience to sell to, then I don't think Skillshare is a good place for you. Now, you might say, well, I don't even know how Skillshare works. Like, how does it work? Skillshare is a lot like Netflix. Like, it is the Netflix of course and e-learning. So when you sign up for Skillshare, you get to pay either a monthly fee or a yearly fee, and then it's all you can consume. So every course that Skillshare has available is open to you. And that's different from Udemy, because with Udemy you pay per course, and if you don't buy the course, then you can't get any further than the intro. But the Skillshare, it is just as much as you can consume. So for folks who maybe don't have a lot of money, or they are really unsure about investing money into online courses, or they just don't trust that what they're going to get is high quality, Skillshare is a really good gateway to an introduction to online learning, because once you pay, you've paid, and you don't have to worry so much about, is this going to be good, bad, or whatever. You can dip your toes into the water and check out the course, and if it sucks, just go to the next one. Just next. There's tons and tons of stuff available. But for teachers, it's a good place for you to get started when you don't have a following. You get on there and you upload your stuff, and then if you don't want to market it or you don't know how to market it, you don't have to worry about it, because Skillshare does a lot of that for you. They will put your videos in front of people, and they will send out emails, and they'll just do a lot of stuff to help your courses get traction. The thing that is also great for beginners is that you get paid per minute watch. So if you are to make a course that's half an hour long and you were to get someone to watch it, that's about 30 minutes times somewhere between a nickel and a dime a minute. So if it's 30 minutes and you get paid a dime a minute, then that's what, $3, right? $3 a course. If it's 5 cents a course, it's half that. It's going to be $1.50. So you say, oh, well, that doesn't sound like a lot. And it's really not, but if you look at maybe the amount of time and the amount of money that you invest to get your first courses up on Skillshare, you might just be using your cell phone, and you might not be using any professional editing equipment whatsoever. And so, getting paid $3 a course for 30 minutes, especially if you only used 45 minutes to 90 minutes worth of your time to create it, that's not necessarily a bad return on your investment, especially if lots of people continue to watch it. You say, well, how does that compare to Udemy? Udemy is much harder to get your courses uploaded to, because they have bigger or more strict standards about audio and video quality. And then half the time, Udemy discounts everything to $9.99, and so if Udemy does the selling, you only get half of the sale price. So if it's selling for $9.99, you'll get paid $5 per course. So for a 30-minute course, it's 3 minutes versus 5 minutes, or $3 versus $5, and then you're not really that much far ahead, especially if you go ahead and invest a ton of time and effort and money into creating a high quality product. Or maybe you do that also for Skillshare, but it isn't necessary. So I like Skillshare for people who are new because there's a low barrier of entry. It doesn't cost anything, and you can probably make close to what you would on Udemy just without doing any marketing or whatever. If you are selling a course otherwise for $999 and you post it on Skillshare, you're going to have a hard time making the same amount of money that you would be if you sold one course for $997. Now, if you're doing a ton of marketing and spending a ton on affiliates, and maybe you make as much on Skillshare, but I would hope that if you're selling a course for $997 that you're going to make more than $3 per course. If you're in the hole, right, and you're not making any money on your $997 course because of all your costs, then maybe making $3 to $5 is a good thing. Maybe that puts you ahead of where you might be otherwise. But in most cases, if you have the skills and abilities to drive traffic to your funnels and to put people through them to get your courses consumed, then Skillshare is not where you're going to want to invest a ton of time. Now, here's the thing though. If you look at it like, okay, I just want to make a little bit more, right? I have this content and maybe it's older content, maybe I'm not actively selling it through a funnel or whatever. You could put it on Skillshare and have it be really passive, and if people consume it, then maybe you make $3, $5, $10, $100, $200, $1,000 a month just from people getting into it and for you uploading consistently. So I don't necessarily say that Skillshare is the place for everyone to go, but it's so easy. Like, it's just so easy. Like, why wouldn't you, if you had content laying around, why wouldn't you put it up on Skillshare? Because it's super easy to put it up there. They aren't really aggressive about checking out, like reviewing the content, so long as you comply with the terms of service. So if your content is all about make money online, and like, here's like 10 methods to make money online by taking surveys and doing those things, like that content's not going to fly. But if your content is similar to stuff that maybe you would put in a course or put on YouTube, you can just throw it up there and try to make some extra dollars. And actually, a lot of people do that. People you see uploading on Udemy dump the same stuff over on Skillshare and vice versa. And so they try to get the benefits of both platforms, because in general, people who are paying money to consume content on Skillshare aren't also going out and buying that content on Udemy or vice versa. A lot of times they're invested in one platform or the other. So it's pretty cool actually that you can utilize both platforms, and neither of them has a policy where you have to be exclusive on that platform. So is Skillshare worth it for teachers? I would say yes, primarily because it's so passive. And if you already have the content, or even you're making the content for the first time, you might as well just put it up there. And then you can just have it hands off. And I make a couple $100 every month just for doing nothing. And it's pretty cool to be able to just get I didn't do nothing. Like, I created the content and I uploaded the content and I answer questions when they come up and the rest. But I'm like, look at me. Like, I'm not a super awesome teacher, and nothing about this. My studio is high tech. I just tell people in my courses what I know about and hope that I can help them learn something that I have, and that's all that it takes. So the answer to the question that we started out today, is teaching on Skillshare worth it? And I would say yes. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, do me the favor of clicking whatever button, the subscribe button, the thumbs up, or whatever, because if you got value out of this video and you do anything, like you leave a comment or you thumbs up it or you subscribe, that tells YouTube that I gave you something that was valuable, even if it was something that was small, and they will be more likely to show it to someone else. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.